glad to have you. You're in charge of marketing for PF Chang's, right?
Yep.
So, and you have a new flagship in Waikiki, in the beautiful city of Honolulu.
We do. We're very excited.
Tell me all about it.
Yeah. So it opened in early September. It is our second of two flagship locations for the brand. It's about 10,000 square feet. So it's different than a regular PF Chang's just in terms of sheer square footage. A regular one's about 5,000, 6,000 square feet. And we've tried to take kind of experiential dining to the next level with it. One of our core strategies at PF Chang's, really across all of our restaurants, all of our 200 locations in the US, is to really try to continue to elevate the brand, bring some theater at the table to the dining experience. We think that, with the rise of off-premises dining and, people today, I think, can get good food anywhere, with a click of a button. It's so easy. So good food is really table stakes. So we're really trying to add an experience element to dining. And so really the theory, the original hypothesis of how we got to these flagships was maybe there's even a next level version of PF Chang's, and what does that look like? And so it's really just following the success. We have done a very similar thing with our flagship location in Planet Hollywood on the Vegas Strip. And so then this is really the second offering of its kind. And we're real excited about it.
So what is new in terms of experience when you're in the Waikiki location?
Yeah, so I would say first, there's just a much more significant investment in the design itself. So it is indoor, outdoor. There are 2 patios. It is 2 floors. The entire exterior is actually puka lava stone. So there's kind of a nod to the local culture as well. And so from a design aesthetic standpoint, we've invested a lot more into it. In terms of the actual food, we are kind of in the process of continuing to expand this, but we've actually started with some items that are unique to the flagship location. So we have a lineup of cocktails, signature cocktails, basically our most elevated cocktails. They do have a theater component. Each of them it's done in a little bit different way. One of them is infusing basically botanicals in your drink tableside right in front of you. Your server executes that. One of them comes with like a little, like a photo. It's called the tourist, and it comes with a little photo that you get as a keepsake at the end, and they take it tableside. So just things like that I think just enhance the experience, or maybe a little bit unexpected from PF Chang's. And so we're really trying to add special touches. And then we do have a lot of just core theater dishes now as well. So some of our sushi items come and they're actually served under like a smoking dome that the server lifts off and the smoke rises tableside. We have a drink that has smoke that rises. It's called the Rising Dragon. We are doing some executions with dumplings where it comes out in a sizzling platter. So things like that, I think really help elevate the experience. And then we do also have a more robust sushi program as well. We have had sushi now, for many years across the brand, but the flagship locations have a larger assortment of sushi as well.
Well, and Vegas has access to a lot of great seafood because they have the infrastructure to have it fly in. And obviously Hawaii has amazing fish. And so is it easy? Now its supply chain is so hard that maybe even in Hawaii,
Yeah, every day is a new adventure, but we're doing okay from a supply standpoint, luckily. I think we're a larger brand, so I think that helps. And our supply chain team has done an exceptional job.
That's cool. So apart from, you got some cocktails, what's in the Rising Dragon? Do you know off the top of your head besides smoke?
Yeah, tequila, pomegranate, lime, and a little bit of black lava salt around the rim. And then it's infused with some smoke that rises off of it.
That sounds fun. I would drink that.
It's really good. It's one of my favorite drinks. It actually was a LTO item, a limited time offering that we liked it so much, guests liked it so much that we kept it on the core menu.
Well, that's one of the reasons that you have LTOs, isn't it? To see what's good. And
yeah.
So besides the sushi and the new cocktails, what are some other new menu items at the Waikiki location?
So really right now it's just focused on sushi and cocktails. We are in process of a couple other items. So you'll see some entrees being added here shortly. And then we're also working on some new dim sum as well. So really trying to continue to expand it. But right now in the restaurant, those are the two categories we've started with.
Gotcha. And why do you need to have signature items at the flagship restaurant? What's the thinking behind that?
Yeah, I think we just want to give people kind of a reason, something a little bit different. It is a little bit different experience. And so we want it to feel like that from everything that we do, not only obviously the decor, but the menu itself. And so I think what you'll see is more innovation that we will cycle at a faster pace through these flagship locations. We're actually going to kind of use it as some of our testing kind of ground too for other things that we might look to do more nationally. And so we plan to actually refresh the assortment on, a regular basis.
Why did you pick Waikiki?
Yeah, so I think that the P.F. Chang's brand does extremely well in kind of a multicultural environment, a tourist type of environment, and has always done very well in those types of markets. So as we think about the flagship opportunity, I think that's where we will focus, where there's, just a lot of entertainment already kind of developed, existing, around the location. And then there is a very diverse clientele. We've got about 100 restaurants internationally now around the globe in about 22 countries. So the brand really extends beyond the US. And so we actually find that we also attract quite a bit of like an international visitor clientele as well. And so obviously Hawaii has quite a bit of that going on with its closeness.
Yes. And there are many, many Chinese Americans in Hawaii.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So with Chinese food is a global thing, but every country has its own type of Chinese food. So do you find with your overseas locations that they adapt to the local Chinese cuisine also?
Yeah, so I think you'd be surprised. Basically, our signature items are pretty consistent around the globe. There are some markets where, we can't carry certain types of protein due to, local, the local culture there and what that means. But I would say in general, our core items that we've seen, like our top 10 items at P.F. Chang's, are consistent pretty much around the globe. And so I think the brand transcends to a lot of extent just across cultures, which has been really cool to see us grow that business.
So everybody loves lettuce wraps.
Everybody does. And dynamite shrimp and Mongolian beef and Chang's chicken.
Yeah, that's sort of what I'd expect to be the most popular items.
Yeah.
How in terms of cocktails, is that also pretty consistent across the system?
Yeah, there's a little bit more variation, I'd say, in the cocktail program just around the globe, but I would still say the core cocktails we sell, and they typically are the top performers. So if I look at like the US assortment versus international, it's pretty close.
Is it margaritas? Is it mostly margaritas?
Yeah, we sell a lot of Asian pear mojitos. We sell margaritas, Mai Tais. We were kind of like known for one of the early, movers with Mai Tai back in the day. And so that's still actually a very popular drink with our guests. Great.
Well, I would love to go to Hawaii someday. And if I do, I will look you guys up because that would be fun.
Yes, you have to let us know.
I will do that. And thank you so much for taking the time to explain your Waikiki location. And best of luck. When did it open?
Opened September 7th. So we're just about, a couple weeks in still. It's early.
Yeah, well, I wish you every success with it.